Hi everyone, Lady Mouthia here with a few, possibly, we'll see how we go, 31 days of Tarot 2022. So to start with, it is day 10 already, my goodness. And today's prompt is your top underrated tarot decks. Now, I thought about this and I decided for me, underrated is ones I don't hear talked about. And it could just be in the circles that I'm in because obviously I don't know every single person who owns a tarot deck in the world. And so I'm only having a fairly limited perspective, which is mostly TarotTube and Instagram tarot users. I am on Twitter as well and Facebook, but I don't see much tarot talk on Twitter, at least not at the moment. It could just be who I'm following. And I guess there are some big groups on Facebook about tarot, but these are the decks that I'm not seeing talked about in any of these spheres. Maybe one or two of them I've heard talked about, but mostly just nothing. My number one favorite deck, which is upside down, the Lumina Tarot by Inner Hugh, an Australian-based creator. It's my favorite deck. It's my go-to. I love this deck, but it's just not talked about. I don't know if it's gone out of fashion or it's gone out of style or it's out of print, I think, so it's hard to get. Naked Heart Tarot by Julian C. Wild. Get this deck. It's amazing. It is actually a 79 card deck, which is exciting, and it's gorgeous. It's similar to the Lumina Tarot. It's similar to the Wild Unknown Tarot. And it's got that kind of interesting line art. I love this deck. I've done some great readings with this deck. There's hearts and skeletons and stuff, but there's no people in this deck, at least alive. Another one I absolutely love that I haven't used a whole lot, that I haven't seen much talk about, it maybe just because it's a bit of an older deck, 2017, okay, not that old, is the Spirit Song Tarot by, is it Paulina Cassidy? Yes. It's an absolutely gorgeous deck. Yes, I got it because there's an elephant on the box, but the cards are stunning. I had the app on my phone before I got the deck to make sure I really did want it. I do tend to do that with some of the mass market ones just to make sure. Now this is a Rider-Waite-Smith clone, like card for card pretty much, but I'm amazed people aren't talking about this one more because it is a stunner. The Crystal Unicorn Tarot by Pamela Chen, illustrated by Lisa Higuchi, and graphics calligraphy by Karina Kometa. I love this deck. This deck is stunning. It is beautiful, and people just aren't posting about it. Like I said, could be where I'm seeing things, and this is my opinion, obviously. And I honestly, apart from, no, I don't think I've ever seen a single person ever talk about Alejandra Leon's work. The Lioness Oracle Tarot, and I have another one of her decks, which I should have brought over big to jog my memory, but it's like a photo collage deck. Stunning. It is so amazing. It reads beautifully. Just the artwork is incredible. A lot of roses, which I love because roses are one of my things. I am surprised people are not obsessed with this deck because it is amazing. Now, one I do think I probably have heard a bit about around, but not as much these days, is the Gaian Tarot. Bloody big box. By Joanna Powell Colbert. I'm not sure, I'll be honest. But I love this deck. I've got the massive Schiffer box with the ribbon and the book, and it's a color book as well, I believe. Yeah, it is. It's got color pictures. It is a stunning deck. And I think probably because it was out of print for so long, people just kind of forgot about it. And another one I'm surprised I don't hear much about is this one, the Line Strider Tarot by C.L.O. Thompson. Absolutely stunning. Again, this is the kind of line art, and this one's got a bit of like watercolor kind of thing going on. There's another one, the Otherkin Tarot of hers, that I'm really keen to get. But yeah, I'm just surprised people don't talk about these decks. I mean, there's so much hype for certain decks. I mean, decks that I do love myself, like the Lightseers Tarot. You hear a lot of talk about that. I see a lot of people using that for their daily draws. But yeah, I'm just not seeing these decks being used. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. Maybe they've just gone out of style. Who knows? Because they are all a few years older. Maybe people just want what's happening now. And I mean, there's always Rider-Waite-Smith. There's so many editions of that people are spoilt for choice. Not my go-to. I don't even own a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I own plenty of clones, but not an actual Rider-Waite-Smith. It's just not my jam. Just not. I respect it. I totally respect its place, but it's just not one I ever want to read with. So yeah, those are my top underrated tarot decks. Let's go to the next one. Day 11. How can you put a positive spin on the death card? Extremely easily. It's about transformation. Death doesn't always literally mean death. Come on, that's pretty rookie stuff. Let me find a death card. Let us see. Is this deck in order? No, it is not, so it's probably going to be quite hard to find a death card. See how quickly I can go. I mean, look, death has so many meanings. But it is more than just literal death and physical death and emotional death. Sometimes, like some decks, I'm trying to think of which deck it is, and it might actually be Spirit Song. Death is called transformation. Death isn't always about dying, and it's one of those stereotypes that's kind of stuck around, that people kind of assume, oh yes, death is the death card is the end of the world and we're all going to die and we're all doomed and blah blah effing blah. Do I swear on this channel or not? I don't know. I do in real life. I am a prolific swearer. I can't pretend I'm not. But I might not do it on this channel. Just not that I'm trying to be family friendly. This is certainly not a channel for children. But yeah, look at this death card here in the Line Strider Tarot. Okay, are we focusing? Yeah, look at that. There's growth happening in that skull. Come on, are we focusing? No, we are not focusing. Focus on me, that is not helpful. But like, there is color in this. There is life. There is something going on. So death isn't always just about a physical death. And that's just so boring. Like, oh, death. It literally means death. Come on, boring. That's my take on that, obviously. Put that away. Question day 12. Describe how tarot plays a meaningful part in your practice. I haven't set it up yet because I've only just kind of gotten back into doing this. Thank you, lovely Asaji, for your wonderful assistance. So I am a journaler. For various reasons involving various things, I haven't been as diligent with my journaling. Yesterday I sat down and did my bullet journal stuff for the year. I'm not showing you my complete page because you don't need to see my bills and appointments. They're mine, not yours. Unless you want to pay for them, go for it. Moon times, my pension day, like all that's in here. And yes, if you're wondering, the titles are in French because I started studying French at age 5, and it just makes my brain happy to have it appear in my life sometimes. So part of what I do in my bullet journal, which I do need to set up, and maybe I'll do that tonight, is, here's last year's, I did not finish, a tarot daily draw tracker. Now, I can't tell if that's focusing or not because my head is on the other side. That appears to be. So I like to track my daily draw. And I have a pictorial key to the side here to keep track of what the little things mean, so I don't have to write in every single little box what the actual card was. So yes, it does play a significant part in my practice. Yes, it wasn't completed, that's a whole other thing. Hello, chronic illness, mental illness life, these things happen. But basically, I like to kind of see where I'm going with tarot and keep track of my daily draws just to kind of get a feeling of where things have been, where things are going, that kind of thing, you know. So from that point of view, yes, it plays a meaningful part for me. I'm not so much a reader who reads the future. It's more about kind of getting an idea of kind of what to look out for and what to look forward to, kind of what to think about, what to feel around. One of my amazing teachers, Theo, who you may or may not know depending on where you're watching this from, does year ahead tarot readings, and I got one of them for 2022, which was quite exciting because I had money at the right time, so yay. And they did like a card for each month and also a rune for the year, so that was quite cool. So that I like to get a year ahead reading or do one myself just to kind of, you know, get an idea of what to think about, what to focus on, that kind of thing. My necklace is confusing me because I'm the other way around. Yeah, so I like kind of having that forecast just to kind of, you know, have an idea of what to. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. Yeah, just like a forecast, really. And you know, I do readings. I haven't for so long, but I do love reading for others as well. I mean, I collect tarot decks, so that's meaningful. I make tarot videos, you know, I watch other tarot videos. It's all part of my life. I talk about it enough, my goodness. So that's it for today's video. So we have covered days 10, 11 and 12. What a triumph. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your lovely comments, and thank you for watching and subscribing and all those lovely things that you're all doing. And until next time, many blessings.